Cry me awake. Dark clouds hang low over a quiet small town. Thunder rolls in the distance as rain begins to tap against a fogged window. Rosie, a delicate but wide-eyed little girl, shuffles into her bedroom, clutching a worn-out photo of her father in uniform. Her mother kneels by her bed, tucking her in, her soft voice trembling ever so slightly. "Close your eyes, Rosie," her mother whispers, brushing away the tears that streak Rosie's pale cheeks. "Daddy will come home soon. I promise." Rosie nods in silence, clutching the photo tighter. As her mother leaves, closing the door softly behind her, the room falls into an eerie stillness. Shadows stretch longer as the lone lamp flickers. Rosie hugs the photo to her chest, tears slipping down her face. "Please come home, Daddy," she murmurs before finally surrendering to sleep. But tonight, her sleep will not bring peace. The camera pans across the pitch-black room, revealing toys scattered on the floor in a quiet chaos. A soft creak disrupts the silence. Rosie stirs in her sleep, her face twitching. Behind her, the closet door inches open with a groan that seems to crawl up the walls. A slow, guttural growl emanates from within. Rosie's eyes snap open, her breath catching like a hiccup in her throat. She turns toward the noise, her small hand trembling as she reaches for the bedside lamp. Click! The dim glow illuminates her room, but the closet remains a shadow-shrouded abyss. The growls dissolve into silence. Rosie gazes at the crack in the closet door, unable to look away. "Hello," she whispers with a shaky voice. Nothing, only her own heartbeat pounding in her ears. She pulls her blankets tighter and forces her eyes shut, praying for sleep to reclaim her. The nights stretch long and torturous. Rosie begins to dread the moment darkness falls. Each night she cries herself to sleep, and each night the growls grow louder, the shadows inside her closet darker. Rosie wakes again, her face soaked with cold sweat. This time, she doesn't reach for the lamp. Instead, her wide, tear-glossed eyes remain fixed on the closet, which now seems alive, breathing, shifting ever so slightly. The growling creature takes another step forward. A crooked shadow spills across the room toward her bed. Rosie dives under the covers, squeezing her eyes shut as the air grows heavy and thick with dread. Beneath the blanket, she whispers, "Daddy, where are you?" The camera lingers on her shivering form before panning back to the open closet, where a glint of inhuman eyes reflect in the faint moonlight. Morning brings no comfort. Rosie's mother notices the faded color in her daughter's face but shrugs it off as nightmares from missing her father. She places a comforting hand on Rosie's shoulder at the breakfast table. "It's okay to be scared, Rosie. Daddy will be home soon." Rosie watches her mother skeptically, unable to believe her soothing assurances anymore. Her eyes dart to the hall where her bedroom is just out of view. "But, Mom, there's something in my closet." Her mother smiles faintly. "It's just your mind playing tricks, honey. Nothing bad can get in here." Rosie swallows her protest. How could her mother not hear the growls? No one believes her. She's completely, utterly alone. Desperation creeps into Rosie's veins like ice water. If no one believes her, she'll prove it herself. After school, she scavenges her desk drawer for crayons and papers. That night, she leaves a note taped to the inside of the closet. "I know you're real. Why are you here?" Rosie's breath trembles as she affixes the paper, then scurries back to the safety of her bed. Hours pass. The growls start as they always do. Her closet door creaks open, only this time, Rosie sees the paper yanked from the wall by an unseen hand. The crumpled note lands on the floor. On the back, written in jagged, charcoal-like letters, is one word: wait. The crumpled note lands on the floor. On the back, written in jagged, charcoal-like letters, is one word: wait. The crumpled note lands on the floor. On the back, written in jagged, charcoal-like letters, is one word: wait. Rosie's skin crawls. The monster knows she's watching, and it doesn't plan to leave. Days bleed into nights, the tension in Rosie's home growing unbearable. At dinner, her mother hums nervously as she eats, dodging Rosie's empty stares. Rosie barely touches her food anymore. Her focus is fixed on the danger waiting for her upstairs. That night, the attacks grow worse. For the first time, the monster steps out of the closet completely, a hulking figure cloaked in shadow with jagged claws scraping the floor. Its grotesque silhouette towers over Rosie's trembling body. "Why are you doing this to me?" she chokes out, frozen in her bed. The monster's low, growling voice fills the room with terror. "Not me. Him." It points one gnarled finger toward the photo of Rosie's father on her nightstand before vanishing into nothingness. Rosie gasps for breath, clutching the photo with both hands. What does it mean? What does her father have to do with this monster? The mystery deepens. Rosie spends the following day steeling herself. If she wants answers, she'll have to face the creature directly. That night, with her flashlight in hand, she waits for the familiar growl to emerge. When the closet door slides open, she doesn't cry or hide beneath her blanket. Instead, she swings her legs out from under the covers and plants her feet firmly on the floor. Her small voice slices through the silence. Why are you here? What do you want? The monster steps forward, its shadow wrapping the room in darkness. Its form is massive and twisted, its face obscured in a swirling void. This time, the creature speaks clearly. He's not coming back. Rosie's mind spins. Is it lying? Trying to hurt her, or worse, telling the truth? She musters all the courage in her small body. You're wrong. He promised he'd come back. The monster tilts its head with a guttural laugh, as though amused, as though it knows something she doesn't. A thunderstorm rages outside as Rosie wakes to the sound of splintering wood. She turns to find the monster towering over her once more. This time, there's no hesitation in its attack. The room erupts in chaos as Rosie screams, dodging the swipe of its claws. Books scatter, her lamp shatters, the walls reverberate with unholy growls. It isn't a nightmare. It's real. She runs for the door, but the monster's inescapable reach pulls her back into the room. She wrestles free, finally collapsing against her bed, panting and sobbing. I won't let you take me, she cries. For a moment, the monster freezes. Its form flickers, glitching like a TV on a bad signal. Then, a deafening sound pierces the chaos. The sound of a key turning in the front door. Through her bedroom window, Rosie can see headlights shining in the driveway. Heavy boots pound the porch steps. Her heart leaps, but the monster doesn't vanish. If anything, its figure grows darker, more defined. No, she screams as the door creaks open downstairs. Her father's voice cuts through her panic like sunlight on a stormy day. Tears fill her eyes as she scrambles to her feet. But the monster lunges forward, blocking her path. Its deep, venomous voice booms. He doesn't belong here. A shiver runs through Rosie as the screen cuts black, leaving only her terrified cry. In a final airy twist, the screen fades back in to show Rosie's empty room, the closet door hanging ajar, her father's photo lying crumpled on the floor. Footsteps echo down the now silent hallway. Is her father truly home, or was it all a chilling echo of her shattered hope? The screen fades to black once again, the only sound an ominous whisper. Cry me awake. End tagline scrolls across the screen in ominous red. Cry me awake. Some promises are never meant to be kept.